In this video, I'm going to run you over the exact lead generation strategy we're currently using for all of our partnering real estate agents across the US to get them results like this. The cool part about this strategy is that it doesn't just generate hundreds of leads per month, but actually gets you closed deals. So let me go ahead and cut to the chase and dive into the video here so that you can start implementing this for your real estate business ASAP. Alrighty guys, so in this video, what I'm actually going to do is be running you over not just how to generate hundreds of leads per month, but actually convert these leads into deals, because arguably generating real estate leads is honestly the easiest thing on the planet here. We can see this partnering agent we have right here, $1.84 leads on average. We can see here 30 leads so far with only a total of $55 spent, right? Which is absolutely crazy. People love clicking on real estate ads. People love clicking on houses and house surfing or getting the value of their home, right? So getting the leads is the easy part, but it's actually converting them into deals that agents need to understand how to do. Now, I hate to break it to you unless I'm just uneducated, but after 2 years of being in the real estate space, there is no such thing as a good lead. You're not going to run an ad that is somehow going to get a better lead. Right now, obviously, you can run 10-question survey forms, right, and get $100 leads and things along those lines, but there's no secret pill to leads that just want to purchase sooner, leads that you're going to get, especially like off social media. Like, you can't control who fills out your ad. I mean, you can to a degree, like I said, again, those 10-question forms where you disqualify people off time frame, budget, but again, people still just fill those out, right? People don't answer the questions truthfully. So instead of being an agent that's like searching for that magic pill that's going to generate them high quality leads, it's why don't you just take the leads that are out there in the marketplace and create a system that can convert them, right? Because if you have unlimited source of this and you can create a system to convert it, you're kind of onto something here, right? Instead of kind of surfing for this thing that doesn't exist, just take the leads that are out in the marketplace right now and just build a back-end system to convert them instead of, just standing around and waiting for some, new magical thing or your referrals or your SOI or your repeats that just not controllable, right? That type of business is going to come to you regardless. So many agents just sit and wait for their business, and you can see I'm passionate about this because we've literally created a system to help agents close more deals on demand. And it's not on demand, actually. It's like you got to build the system out to do it, right? So build something like this for yourself. The reason I make these videos for completely free is because I want to motivate real estate agents to build their own systems. There's so many agents out there that are lost because they get into real estate not understanding you have to market yourself and that it's a business and you need to delegate and you need to automate. Like, they don't teach you how to run a business or market yourself in real estate school. And so we're so passionate about helping real estate agents implement their own systems, right? So enough rambling. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I'm showing you guys what I do and why it works. You can check out our website. We have a bunch of different testimonials from agents all across the country. What we have here works, and take these free videos and run with them. If you want to book a call with us, there'll be a link down in the description to kind of implement this. We do it all for you, but if you have more time than money, then just implement this yourself. There's nothing wrong with that either. So let's go ahead and kind of dive in here. So the strategy that we actually use to generate really, really cheap leads. Now, I obviously know sellers are amazing, right? Sellers are great, but they're just too expensive in the marketplace right now for the average agent to be able to invest into, right? The average seller lead that we see across the board, you're looking at $12, $15, $20 per lead, when buyer leads in the marketplace right now are $1.84, right? And with the strategy that we use, we're using a downsizing strategy. You get the buyers, but you also get the sellers, right? So with these people that are looking to downsize, you can be smart about it. With these people looking to downsize, you're going to get a good 10 to 20%. I don't know the actual number off the top of my head or the actual, we aren't tracking that metric necessarily, but just kind of eyeballing it from the people that I see come in, there's a good 10, 15, 20% that have a home to sell. We just got our guy in Florida here from these ads. We got him a transfer today. He started Monday, it's Wednesday, of a guy with $1 million cash on hand looking to move out of New York, move into Florida. He has a home to sell in New York. Now, he might not be able to affiliate that seller transaction, but he could get a good seller's commission off of that. And then he's also, getting the buy in Florida. The guy's relocating, right? You get these people that are downsizing. Now, we don't really go for relocation leads. That was just one that happened to come through. That's a very small percentage of these leads because the way we do our targeting, we target people living in or recently in these locations. So we must have been there actually house surfing to actually get the ad on his phone. being in New York, he must have recently been in this partner's location. But if I go ahead and actually just click into one of these ads here, I'm going to give you guys the sauce. I'm going to show you exactly what is generating this partner $1 leads here. And if you don't take action on that's kind of on you. But I'm going to give you the exact ad that's actually generating these. And I'm going to show you the exact back-end system that actually got him that deal today as well. So hundreds of leads per month is great, but it means nothing if you can't actually convert them into deals. So I'm going to show you that process too. So let's actually go ahead and click into the ad here. This is the secret sauce. So ready to downsize and upgrade your life in the Broward County area. One-level homes, low prices, peaceful living. And this is the kicker. This is what's really making our ads do well. This strategy here, and I made a few videos on this already in the past, but these AI houses, the click-through rates are unlike any ads we've ever ran in the past ever. Go on ChatGPT. You might have to get the paid version of GPT to get one of the image AIs without running out of like credits or something. Throw in your city, and say make a local looking one-level home for an elderly looking to downsize, and it's going to spit you out something just like this that you can go throw on your Facebook, run it as an ad just like this, one-level homes, low prices, peaceful living, get a custom list of downsizing homes, and you're going to print. These AI houses, it's the type of thing where you scroll past it on your feed and you scroll back up because you're like, wait, what the heck was that? Oh, it was AI. And then you might keep scrolling, but a lot of people, it gets you double the looks on your offer because people are, one, actually stopping, or two, scrolling back up. So the click-through rates on these ads have been like unlike anything that we've been in the space for over 2 years seen, and this is what's absolutely crushing it for us and getting us a ton of leads through the door. So you're like, that's great, Mason, you're getting hundreds of leads per month, but I can do that myself. I was getting hundreds of leads on Facebook before, but they're all trash. None of them convert. Well, there's, again, any high achieving person, Ryan Serhan, Alex Hormozy, they will all tell you it's not the leads that are the problem. It's your systems. It's the way you work these leads. There's no such thing as a low quality or a high quality lead. Someone can either make something a low quality lead or make something a high quality lead. Now, obviously, I understand you're going to get people through the ads that are not looking to do anything, complete window shoppers, completely kicking tires. But that is not there's absolutely leads in there that are going to convert. I always tell all of our agents, that we partner with that kind of come in this story about one of our agents in Cincinnati. We had an agent that we generated a ton of leads for. He wasn't able to convert them. He was like, hey, I'm going to pause for a little bit. He came back to us 3 months later, said, hey, I want you to recall back through all of those transfers that you were sending us 3 months ago. We called back through them, and half of them had already bought a home. So it was like in that period, they bought. It just wasn't with our agent, right? So I hate the excuse that these leads aren't good or they're low quality. It's what you make of them. And in these Facebook and Instagram ads and these social media ads that you get, there are a percentage of those people that are going to buy. NARs came out with the data. They say about 0.5 to 2% of buyers and 2 to 4% of sellers convert within the first 90 days of online ads. So if you're generating more than 200 leads, if you generated more than 200 leads, you have zero excuse. There was one in there statistically that was going to convert. So if you didn't convert anything, then that's most likely on you, and it's not your fault. You just aren't given the systems, and no one's taught you the systems to generate these leads, right? They're just telling you, hey, call the lead when it comes in within the first 5 minutes, book them in for a consultation. Well, what they don't tell you is that the pickup rates are 5% on these leads. What they don't tell you is that the conversion rates on these leads are 0.5 to 2%, right? So you have to have systems in place to convert these people, right? So here's an example that I show a lot of agents that I hop on a call with to kind of show them our service is, you can generate all these leads, 119 for example here, but the last thing that you need to do is call these leads yourself. You are not going to see success if you are calling these leads yourself. I want to repeat myself. You will not see success with Facebook and Instagram ads if you are calling these leads yourself because you do not have the time to work them how they need to be worked to convert. If you have more than 6 transactions a year on your plate, you are going to neglect the work that needs to be that is required to work 119 new Facebook leads every single month. And well, this is actually only like 24 days, so 130, let's say. 130 new leads, or for this partner that we just got 30 leads in like 4 days, he's going to be plowed. You cannot do these yourself, and even if you can, you're going to be neglecting another part of your business that's more priority. Your referrals, your repeats, and your SOI is high priority if you have them at the table, but it's not scalable, it's not predictable. You need to be working on the people that are ready to move forward within the next 30 days. Put those deals together. Put those deals, together and move those across the finish line. Anyone that's more than 30 days out, you need to be delegating to a virtual assistant, an ISA, or something along those lines. So all of these 119 leads that we generated for this partner, we are sending to an ISA or a virtual assistant to call them inside of like a CRM or some type of leads manager for them on their behalf. This is a type of person that's going to make 250 to 300 dials per day on your leads and just send you the ones that are qualified. They have budgets, they have time frames, they have motivations, they have they're not working with any agents, they have ideal property features. And obviously, you're an agent, this is your business, you can make this criteria as brutal as you want. I don't want anyone below a certain price point, I don't want anyone above a certain time frame. But you can set this criteria basically where you have an assistant that calls all these leads for you, and then out of this 119 just sends you the 20 that are worth your time. And then you have those 20, only 3 to 5 of those are actually going to convert within the first 90 days. So you're leveraging your time. There's just no way anyone that thinks they're going to convert 5 or 10% of these is just, it's honestly unrealistic unless you have really, really killer systems in place, right? I would say out of 119 Facebook and Instagram leads, the maximum to expect to convert with a really, really solid system is 3%, like maximum. And again, NARs came out with the data, 0.5 to 2% with buyers, or 2 to 4 for sellers, right? So I would say 5% maximum if they're seller leads, 3% maximum if they're buyer leads, and that's with really, really killer systems in place, okay? And so to give you an example of, the vetted leads that we sent to this partner out of the 119 here, from October 1st to October 24th, that exact same time frame, we sent this partner 22 live transfers in 24 days out of these 119 leads. So he was able to, instead of having to focus on 100, and by the way, mind you, probably 1,500 dials went out or more, 2,000 dials went out to these 119 leads to get those 22 live transfers. It wasn't 119 dials or even 250 or even 500. It was probably over 2,000 dials. If I went back and go look at the numbers, 2,000 dials to actually get those live transfers. So that's why I'm telling you, you have to delegate it and outsource it to someone who can make those dials for you to send you these live transfers. And then here's an example of what these live transfers actually look like. These aren't just trash. These are people with real motivations. A veteran looking for a ranch-style home in Northeast, provided zip codes, literally provided zip codes. They are searching. Budget, $350, $400, 3 to 6 months, pre-approved, not talking to any other agents. They have ideal property features, right? And so when I sent this over to Vladimir and I said, hey, hopefully this lead looks as good as the notes because our ISAs manually fill out the notes. So, sometimes, they could slip something up or maybe make it seem better than it is. Yeah, I think it was the first real good lead. This is 3 to 4 days into his campaign. 10K opportunity in 4 days. Yes, agreed. Like, this is what you need to have implemented. If you're a real estate agent without systems, taking that 30, 40, 60% split from those brokerage leads or those Zillow leads, implement your own systems. It's going to give you the flexibility. It's going to give you the control of it as a business owner. And that's what you're looking for. If you're a newer agent and you don't have much capital, do the pay on close model, get the cash in the door, but instantly start building your own systems, okay? Build your own systems like this. And then it doesn't stop there, right? So we got these 22 live transfers, but we have 119 leads. Like, there's still opportunity in here. This is just the first 24 days we got 22 live transfers. What about next month and the following month, right? So step 3 is to have a fully built out CRM where you are nurturing, reactivating, hitting these leads on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Not like definitely not monthly, like minimum weekly, and also have an ISA in here making calls, weekly text, every other day emails. Like, you need to have everything in your CRM, mapped out. And I don't want to run over this part because there's a billion different ways to have a CRM set up they'll all work perfectly fine. You need to have automations is the simple part. You need to have an ISA or a virtual assistant in there constantly working leads. You need to have automations going out like this where you're automatically texting people, automatically sending out emails. You have calls recorded so you can go back and look, and you need to have a notes section. You need to have tasks where you're calling leads daily, weekly. That's what is required to actually convert online leads, okay? So, and again, I'm not just talking out of my behind here. Like, this is from multiple agents that have seen success with this. We've got Jacob here, college dropout in Indianapolis.
Thinking about.
crushing it. Everything from Jacob, you know, young 20s, to Brian, who's been in the business for 20, 30 plus years here. There you go, Brian. And I don't have to show you the rest. You guys know how they end up. You can check out the website. You know, every company has these good testimonials, but it's because most of their systems work. If you had a bad experience with a marketing company that has testimonials and has a reputation, it was most likely that you didn't work. You didn't follow the platform they gave you. You didn't follow the process. You didn't put the work in needed to actually see success. But if you implement systems like this, you will. And this is just why I'm so passionate about this, is because there's just, again, so many real estate agents out there that don't have their own systems in place. And it's not even that I want you to go with us. I just want you to implement your own systems. I'm tired of hopping on calls with agents and they have Zillow taking a 25, 30, 40% split, you know, and their brokerages and their brokers are team leads, right? When you could just implement your own systems and make 10 times the money and have, you know, 3 times less the split, right? Now, obviously, instead, you know, you're trading your split and your no risk for ad spend on Facebook. You're trading your split of no risk for hiring an ISA, hiring an assistant, CRM fees, CRM automations. But are you willing to take that risk to have more flexibility and control over your business so that 5 years down the road, when this all pays off, you're a business owner instead of being self-employed? Because that's the model that you're in as a real estate agent. You want to be a business owner. And obviously, if you want to be self-employed, then know that about yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, wanting to run a business just to be self-employed. But if you want to be in the business game to automate and live a lifestyle at some point, you have to build your business that way, right? I like to think of referrals, SOI, and repeats as, you know, they're attached to your face. A lot of the times when we get referrals or repeats, they're mentioning my name. They're saying Mason's great. They're saying, you know, Mason and his team. So when we get a referral, I have a higher close rate on those referrals than maybe one of my team members does, right? Because they're coming in for my face. So that's a huge thing as well for real estate agents. If you're playing the long-term game, you have to understand that referrals, repeat, and SOI clients, they're mainly going to be coming for you in your face. So if you want to work those deals in the future while still having a consistent business, you have to build this out in the back end. Okay, and then you can later down the road just deal with your SOI, your referrals, the business that you love working with, that's easy, that's not a hassle. But if you want to scale your business, you know, you can't scale referrals, SOI, and repeats, right? It's not scalable, it's unpredictable, you can't control if people say your name and come to you. But this is what you can control. You can control your lead flow this way. You can control the live transfers that you're getting in your CRM and how your CRM works and how effective it is. All right, so drug this video out a little bit. I didn't really have a plan going into the back end of this video other than just speak from the heart and show you guys the system that we help agents implement. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the free videos. As you guys know, there's always a link down in the description if you want basically a demo of this. I basically will just run over this with you, answer any questions, concerns that you have, either someone from me or my team. Yeah, and if you have more time than money, implement this yourself. If you have more money than time and just want our team to implement it for you and manage it for you and do all the work for you, you can book a call and we'll do that for you. But other than that, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoy the free content. Keep crushing it. All I ask for is that if this was valuable for you, either share it with a friend, like or subscribe for more videos. We're posting weekly right now. And yeah, we'll take it from there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.